I have watched countless videos on how to become a better communicator, and honestly, for a long time, I didn't feel like I was making much progress. But over time, by applying the best advice out there and practicing almost every day, I have completely transformed the way I speak. Even though English is my third language, I now speak with clarity, confidence, and presence. That's why I'm making this video, because I know the struggle. If you're looking to improve your communication, whether it's for a job interview, a presentation, or just to be more confident in conversations, then this video is going to give you what I believe are the most valuable insights and techniques out there. You won't just learn how to sound better, you will learn how to connect better. So let's dive in. Before we get into the techniques, we need to adjust something far more important: your mindset. Most people go through life thinking the way they speak is fixed, as if it's part of their personality. But the truth is, that's just not how it works. One of my favorite communication experts, Ping Yang, once said that speaking is simply a collection of behaviors, and behaviors can be changed. That idea changed everything for me. Just like you can go to the gym and train your body, you can train your voice and delivery. The moment you stop believing that your voice is just the way it is and start seeing it as a skill to be developed, everything opens up. You stop trying to hide your flaws and you start working on them instead. Once that shift happens, we can begin the real work. There are 5 core elements that shape every single word you say. And the best communicators in the world don't just use these elements well, they master them. Let's start with volume. It may sound simple, but so many people speak too quietly, especially when they are nervous. What most people don't realize is that we hear our own voice through our bones, while others hear it through the air. That means you often sound louder to yourself than you do to everyone else. Speaking with purpose doesn't mean shouting, it means using your volume to communicate intention. A quiet voice can sound intimate or careful. A louder voice, on the other hand, signals confidence and authority. If you tend to speak softly, try increasing your volume by just 20%. You will be surprised by how much more presence you suddenly have. Then there's pitch, the melody of your voice. This isn't about loudness, it's about range. Speaking with the same pitch the entire time makes you sound robotic and flat. But when your voice rises and falls naturally like music, people lean in. It grabs their attention, it keeps them listening. The best way to improve this is to exaggerate pitch when reading children's books aloud. Yes, it might feel silly, but that's the point. You're training your voice to be more dynamic and emotionally expressive. Tonality is the next layer. It's the emotion underneath your words. Think about this. You can say, I'm fine in 100 different ways, and each one communicates a completely different feeling: happy, sad, angry, disappointed. The words stay the same, but the tone changes everything. If people don't feel anything when you speak, it's probably because your voice isn't carrying any emotion. And the best way to fix that is by starting with your face. Your voice follows your facial expressions. Practice saying a sentence with different emotions while watching yourself in the mirror. You will quickly notice how your voice changes with your face. Next is your rate of speech, how fast or slow you talk. This might be one of the most underrated tools in communication. We naturally speed up when telling stories and slow down when saying something important. That's because speed creates excitement and slowing down creates weight. Each word lands harder when there's space around it. Master communicators use both. They know when to move quickly to keep energy high and when to slow down to let their message sink in. And finally, we have pausing. This one is simple but incredibly powerful. A well-timed pause can do more than any sentence. It gives your audience a moment to absorb what you have said. It builds suspense. It signals that something important is coming or just happened. Use pauses strategically before and after key points. It's the easiest skill to practice and the impact is immediate. Now, let's talk about practice. Because no one is born as a great speaker and you can't improve what you don't measure. One of the best things you can do is record yourself. Take 15 to 20 minutes to speak freely on any topic, then go back and watch it. Be honest. Look for which of the 5 core elements you're doing well and which need more work. This is something I still do regularly. Not only does it keep me improving, but it gives me proof that I am indeed progressing forward. If English isn't your first language and you want to work on your pronunciation and articulation, start with mouth stretching exercises. These are slow, exaggerated movements of your mouth while saying basic sentences. They train your facial muscles to articulate clearly and avoid mumbling. After that, you can move to tongue twisters, which are short phrases designed to challenge your precision. Start slow, speed up gradually, and remember that the goal is clarity, not speed. A breath control is also essential. A steady breath means a steady voice. And one of the best techniques for this is box breathing. Start by inhaling for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold again for 4. Repeat for a couple of minutes before speaking. It centers you, it slows your heart rate, and it gives you the calm presence that makes people listen. I even do this myself before every voiceover. Another practical habit is reading out loud. Just pick up a book and read a page with emotion as if you're acting it out. Play with your voice. Change the tone, the pitch, the volume. Make it come alive. This strengthens all the muscles and instincts you need to communicate like a pro. At the end of the day, becoming a great communicator isn't about talent. It's about repetition, attention, and care. The more you practice consistently and intentionally, the more powerful your voice becomes. If this video helped you, consider giving it a like. Maybe even subscribe if you're serious about improving. And if you have your own tips or experiences with communication, I would love to hear them out. Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you're hungry for more self-improvement, click here for the next video and I will see you there.